loadout now for just doing the regular star chart, rocking that Brayton. I don't have any of the base versions of this. I'm not going to go downgrade to Mark 1 versions because I don't want to. I have seen builds where the Mark 1 weapons can be used for basically anything and everything. And they aren't bad weapons, but as soon as you can get an upgrade, I highly recommend you do so. Flex Prime is excellent. It's Master Rank 5, if I'm not mistaken, requirement. Same for the Bratton. Broken War you will get eventually. I'm not going to downgrade to any of the starter weapons. They're terrible. I mean, they are terrible. Not a fan of the bow. Not a fan of the Skana. This is close. We can work with this. Alright. So we're going to head over here. Oh goodness. Okay, it's daytime. Next we're going to do, looks like some more Exterminate. I like Exterminate missions, especially early when I started playing. They were really fun. I'm not going to wait, I'm just going to play. I'd actually started playing Warframe a few years ago on Xbox, but that was with the old star chart. Not a fan of the old star chart at all. The new one is far superior. Kind of wish I got to play the star chart 1.0, but it didn't go down that way. And so here we are.
There is a large platoon of Guardians stationed here. Leave no one standing.
What's up? Could have brought the Dread. It's Mastery 0 requirement, but it's really hard to take out that Stalker, especially early on at Mastery 1 or 0. If you are playing Warframe for the first time on PlayStation or any console, I believe they all have some sort of starter booster pack. You don't buy the booster pack if you don't want to spend money on the game, but there are free packs you can download. PlayStation currently has a booster pack 2. And it's very, very handy. Gives you 100 platinum, which can get you 5 Warframe slots, or I would recommend having at least 2 or 3. That way you can have Volt. And it's good for leveling up mastery purposes. Where'd you go? These consoles are very important to keep your near away from because it will sound an alarm. It's not that big a deal, especially on an Exterminate mission. If the alarm gets sounded, it can be beneficial because then they will rush to you in an effort to kill you, but they will fail inevitably, especially if you're running Volt. Excalibur's pretty good at taking out trash mobs early on as well. But Volt's shock ability is incredibly powerful for a good chunk of the star chart. Like, you'll be able to get easily to Jupiter without ever not killing mobs with your shock. What's up, bud? And we're talking mobs. And cool thing about shock is you can do it while aiming or reloading.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
And since the Bratton is a hit scan weapon, you won't even miss. I haven't tried it with like the Boltor or the Zooge, which is my preferred crossbow, but it does work with most things. I'm not gonna bother hacking this because I ain't scared of no alarms. Just head over to extraction. Ooh, that was good. Got an orange crit. Where'd that come from? Didn't think Brayton could do that. Maybe since the 100 weapon rework, which was really cool. I like the 100 weapons rework. I'm kind of hoping that they just forget about damage 2.5 and go to do that instead, because I think that would be a far more beneficial system to use. Like, the reason I think that they wanted to rework all of their damage systems is because of power creep, and they want people, like, the way to level up in Warframe is you master various weapons. You take them all up to level 30, and then you move on. and to stop people from just going for the meta like the Heck, the Tigris, and all that, as opposed to reworking your whole damage system. What I think they should do is just do the weapon reworks every once in a while, like once every year and a half or so, probably. But that's my personal opinion. I couldn't say if that, I don't know if that's the direction they want to take. I don't know. He's my Volt. I really like my Volt. He looks like a knight. That's kind of my thing. So we went to Marina. I've actually completed the star chart, so I'm just kind of blowing through. We'll do Mantle, and then we'll have to decide, do we want to do defense or interception? If you are a new player, I recommend the defense. It'll be a little easier on you, but the interception is really fun. There's a mastery test where you have to do an interception solo, that are practice for a lot of newer players, or I mean even players who are just working through their mastery, because I mean it teaches you how to do interception properly, and in my opinion the way to do interception properly is capture the point and get the heck off of it, because if you're standing there, the enemies will be standing there as well. Hello. It's fine. Do. Oh yeah. We got a cool guy here with his nifty ship. I don't know what that one does when you throw down your air support charge. Capture. Probably a Volt. Where are you at? And we're done. Oh, good job.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate.
Speeding on through.
Your part is done here, Tenno.
Do. Running, run. Take out some mobs. And proceed. And here we go. Dancey dance. Where you guys at? Come on. No, we're done. Just gotta wait 1 minute. What's up, Excalibur? See, that's the Mark 1 Bratton. This guy's got the bow prime, or the regular. Is that the Mark 1 bow? It's the bow for sure. Can't see a secondary. Oh, that's the, I think that's, yeah, that's the Lato. Not a bad weapon. Not a good weapon, not a bad weapon. Cannot acquire the prime for that because that was part of the Founders Pack. But it's okay, because it's probably terrible. And I don't need that for mastery. Hidey hide. Hidey hide. Got my grenade launcher.
Excellent work.
Working on replacing that.
Back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Oh man, Red Veil. Why are you so mad at me? That's a good mod. Love me some Rush. It's Mendo right there. I'm pretty sure everybody in the world can hear you breathing right now. Calm down. Sit. Good girl. So, like I said, next we got either this interception here, this here defense. I think we're going to go interception. I like interception. It's way more fun. Oh, I hate Spy. Spy's the worst. Either way, I think we're gonna have a squad for this one. We'll go to Gaia. It's a good one. Big fan. Actually, to avoid... Oh. School must have just got out. Yeah, it's about 4. Should not stay on any of them. That will only draw the enemies to it. We got C. There we go.
Tower lost.
Capture. Come on, get done.
Ours now.
Go to Delta. Come on, capture.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture
What the heck?
Tower.
That whole blast ability is very useful for CC.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Oh, give me that star. Please be an orange one. Alright.
We have lost control of a tower.
Capture some A. Oh, we're getting spanked. Getting spanked bad.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decoder.
Right. Come on. Would be a little more helpful if the team would like gather up on the spots that capturing, but do what we can. Come on. Get off. Get.
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
Very useful right now. Loving this.
We fought with honor.
Alright, we got this in the bag. Stand up on this here branch. I don't think I've ever been up here. It's not on this tile. Come on. What's y'all doing over here?
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report command. Eliminate everyone.
And definitely extracting.
Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Stay or go.
Come on, come on, come on. Done. Let's go. Just extract. No. That's cool.
The data you have collected here today will go a long way in supporting our cause.
Not bad. Not bad at all. They're not high priority targets. Squad, edited to solo, and then we'll not have as many young ones. So that's interception. It's not bad. I don't like running Volt for spy. So we'll switch over to Ivara. Ivara is the best spy frame in the game, especially if you can get her augment, which will allow you to walk through any defensive laser grid or anything without detection while invisible in her prowl mode. Ivara is really good. She is the ultimate archer. Her bow is like, I don't know if it's as good as Ceranos Prime, but it's pretty good. I do enjoy it. Artemis bow is where it's at, even though I don't really use it anymore, rocking that dread. So we'll just go and knock this out real quick.
You're still in the clear.
Oh,
No
excuse
detection from enemy sensors.
Avar is really good for all sorts of stealth missions or focus farming because she can stay invisible indefinitely. She is a little energy intensive if you do not build her properly, because her invisibility is a drain effect. It's not like maintained like Volt's speed or Loki's invisibility. It is preferable, in my opinion, to Loki's stealth. And I really like Dread for Ivara. I am using a ribbon for it, which increases my draw speed and my projectile flight speed at the cost of status. But this is a crit weapon, so I'm not really concerned about it.
Clean extraction with no alarms.
Let's see if we got any energy in here. Nope, no energy. Alright, so we're done here. All the security systems are generally disabled. At least all the grids and stuff are usually disabled after you hack the target. The Grenier on these early missions are idiots. Very, very dumb AI early on, but I mean, you need that when you're starting the game. Sorry about that. And so, it does have punch through, and I do enjoy some punch through. Not really concerned about focus right now. I'll worry about that later. We'll do some focus farming on a future stream for sure, because it is a thing, and it is a thing that I will need to do, because focus matters.
The target console is nearby.
I do have a lot of ciphers. You do not see a lot of people use their ciphers, and again, since this is really early on, I will not. Good portion of these things can be bypassed by good bullet jumping, which can be executed by crouching and then hitting the jump button. I have a custom control scheme, so they have complete control mapping for Warframe, because it's PC games, is effectively a port. And I have customized my controls in their entirety. Like, nobody's controls are like mine, as far as I know. And the main reason I did the custom controls the way I did is because I am playing on PlayStation, in case you can't tell. And on PlayStation, you have the little touchpad, and if you slide your finger on the touchpad, you will activate your abilities. Oftentimes on accident, especially when you're just starting and you got janky giant thumbs like I do. And so I had to come up with custom controls. They're very strange. I do not have a map button anymore. I traded that out for power activate because I found it was far more useful for everything I needed, because I could not there are some abilities that you have to hold down and they don't really work well if you don't have a powers button. So I just have the activate power button. I can bring up my power wheel, but it doesn't work the same as most other people's control scheme. Excuse me. A lot of root beer today. On spy missions, especially if you're trying to get everything, like this is how you get Avara parts. If you want to farm for your Avara parts, I actually bought this Warframe outright to hate spy missions. And it was kind of that thing where, oh well, I need this so that I can do this. You can also use Limbo, which is a quest frame. Limbo is excellent for spy missions, but again, you do have to be getting kills the whole time, otherwise enemies will still be able to see you. But the laser grids and stuff do not affect you because you're not on this plane of existence. If you ever see the sensor bar, just pop that and you can bypass those. Sometimes there isn't a sensor bar, sometimes you just have to, oh yeah, that's the yellow one. Those are rare. And, I mean, just take some practice. I don't think there's a secondary way into this room. This is one of the worst rooms in my opinion because there is no back door into it. A lot of spy missions have the way that you're supposed to go, and then they have a secret way that you can go. But because it's an early tile set, they really want you to learn how to hack and do a spy mission appropriately. And then on like the Grenier ship tile set and everything, there's almost always a back door into the chambers. And it works that way for rescue missions as well. And it's really useful on the rescue missions because on the sortie rescue, you cannot use ciphers, which sucks. Because I use a lot of ciphers, especially on the Grenier ones, because on rescue, if once you have your party open up the door to the prison, they will start the timer, and I'll panic. It's not as bad on the Corpus because I'm just a lot better on the high level Corpus thing because it doesn't do weird stuff like the Grenier ones do. Oh sweet, simple. I don't know what that H2 relic is, but we're gonna go ahead and hope it's got some of the Zephyr parts I want. Probably do some of those a little later too. If there's anything like, oh, you need to do stuff so that you can activate this junction, I'll do those. But I already have all the requirements to get to Venus, so definitely be skipping that. What's Venus Junction need? Mods. War's Prize did it. So we'll switch back to our starter frame. If you picked Excalibur, you're probably a little better off because you can just use Radial Blind. Radial Blind is your best friend for 90% of this game because enemies who are blind cannot fight back in any way. They're effectively powerless, and it's nice. It's excellent crowd control, and on high level missions you will need it. This is a junction. If you've done everything, you'll be able to hit this button, which I can. What's up, Rhino? What? You just shoot him. You can run up. If you're Volt, you can shock him. This will crowd control them for a long time. Or not as long as it used to. And then you'll hit the button, he'll sit down, it'll do a little thing, and then you can go to Venus, which we're gonna do now. You just hop back on the ship and leave, because I already did it. Rhino is the Warframe you'll be able to farm from Venus. cool because the Venus junction doesn't actually require you to kill a boss. The Mercury junction does. Most of the junctions will require you to kill the boss on the planet that you were just on. But not Earth, because Vahek is locked behind a Mastery level 5 wall, I guess. I forget what the mission is specifically. I think it is... Where is he? Oh, wow, they changed this. This is... No? Where is it? There it is. But I believe... Not Cervantes. It might be Cervantes. One of these missions is Mastery locked. Possibly Erpo. Yeah. So we'll head over to Venus. Start at the E gate. Anytime you show up on a new planet, I recommend you check your junction. It says defeat Jackal, 10 waves of defense, in a single mission. That's easy. Rescue a hostage, which is just a rescue mission, and then 10 Eximus. So we will start at E gate because that'll be your default one, and then we'll head up here to Tessa, fly over to there. We'll just burn our way over. Nothing too hard at all. Again, it's really early in the game, so none of these requirements are that bad. Once I get further, I will do the moon missions that I have to do, because you do have to do the stupid. You have to unlock drift mods to get to a certain point. And the drift mods are really cool. Those will be your go-to Exilus mods, in my opinion. A lot of people like Handspring. I do not. I prefer Constitution because it is it's also a dual stat mod, and it duration, I believe. The only downside is it's got a high cost. I believe it's 13. It's always good to look around here because you can sometimes skip elevators as well. But because of the procedural generation of these maps, it is not always a thing. And again, Brayton's excellent weapon. The Prime is not hard to get. Burstin is also not hard to get. I don't like Burst Fire that much. Aside from Tiburon, Tiburon's awesome. The actual Tiburon is a little better, I think, than the Tiburon Prime, because Tiburon Prime functions as an actual burst fire weapon, whereas I believe the Tiburon fires all 3 shots at once, which is, in my opinion, far cooler. Because, I mean, what's cooler than 3 bullets getting fired at once? Nothing. What? What?
Spotted you.
How dare you? I guess I'll do this. I'd hate for a Bursa to show up and just get destroyed. I don't like Bursas. Some of them are very irritating.
Reset.
If you are playing in a pub squad, which I do recommend for all of Warframe, you will need your partner there, or somebody there to help you open that door. These guys are bad. Oxium Ospreys. The Oxium is a very rare resource. Only these guys drop it. And if you do enough damage, they will charge you and drop nothing. Which sucks. Because you need that Oxium. Vauban is our next. If he hasn't been vaulted already, he is definitely next. I actually think he did get vaulted whenever they came out with Zephyr, so our next one will be, I believe, Necros, which means I'm caught up to where I started, kind of, like, in the vaulting order. When I started playing again, Necros was the Warframe that had come out, or had been primed recently, and they generally prime in order of release, and will vault in order of prime. Like, I'm pretty sure they always vault in the order that they were primed. And then they have prime and vaultings every, I want to say 6 months. And the last one was really cool because they came out with, excuse me, they came out with 3 Warframes to be unvaulted as opposed to just the 2, which they had been doing since Ember and Frost last year. I think prior to that they had only unbolted one at a time, but then they came out with the Fire and Ice pack. And then this summer they came out with, or this winter, I'm sorry, they came out with the, that is a big Osprey. They came out with Loki, and that was awesome because since the new system came out, there was no way to get Loki unless you already had parts for him. I had to buy my Loki Primal Platinum back earlier when I got him originally, after I'd mastered my original Loki, which is another thing. I do recommend you master all frames and then get their fine counterparts, because otherwise you have to downgrade to get the mastery points, which you do not want to have to do. I had to go back and master a whole bunch of Mark 1 weapons. I even had to master a couple weapons that I'd taken like halfway up and gotten rid of because I was like, this weapon's terrible. And it's not even that it was bad, I just found something I liked better at that point. Who shot me? I don't even care. So that's V Prime. Nice, easy exterminate. I'm running Carrier Prime. I do recommend you get 100,000 credits and buy the Carrier Blueprint as soon as possible. Carrier is the ideal Sentinel / companion. Kubros aren't bad, but Carrier's is better because he comes with this awesome ability where he has all the ammo conversions rolled up into one wonderful mod. And he's just really good. I believe he also has some of the better... We're actually going to run the fissure for this because I know I'm going to have to do fissures eventually. And normally I would run this public, especially fissures. What is our sorting today? Oh, don't know. I do recommend running all fissures public because you'll have a substantially higher chance to get stuff that you want, because when you play public, other people will have stuff that you don't have, and they have a chance of trying to crack that relic. And it's very handy to have other people doing that. I've gotten a lot of prime parts that I would have never acquired otherwise. And, I mean, better chances to get better stuff. Maybe not necessarily better, but stuff that you don't have. Which is always good. You need to get that mastery going on. Mastery is not a show of your actual skill in the game or anything. It is a measurement of how much stuff you have played with. Getting really close to that 25 spot. I think Zephyr, I really need to finish my Archwing stuff and I'll be set. Yeah, this is gonna drag. Not like doing these solo. Defense missions especially. They're just boring. Shock's a really good ability because you get that awesome chain. I believe the initial shock has infinite range still. I know it used to, I don't know if it still does. Grab this convergence orb, get some focus. Yeah, see, already got some of the reactant, don't even remember seeing it. There is no way to stealth a defense mission or an interception mission. Most of the endless mission types are not stealthable because it just requires that you be seen. Like interception, they're obviously trying to capture these points while you're trying to capture these points. Defense, they're trying to kill the thing that you're trying to defend. Survival is not stealthable at all because they're trying to kill you. Very hard. Did not ever work out for them. I don't think my Broken War or my Aklex have focus lenses. And your pizzas will not restore health to the cryopod as far as I know. I've never really tested it. They have passive health regen, so it's not that important. A lot of times, if you are concerned about your cryopod, you can just scare the crap out of one of these guys and they'll run away, and you can just aggro them and wait for them. You wait for the cryopod to heal. Man, I don't want to do this for 10 waves. It's fine though. I got you. We gonna do it. That's what Let's Plays are about, is doing all the terrible things you don't want to do. I can't tell you, like, I can't gather 500 Rubido for missions with the way this game works. I can't get rid of all the Rubido I have. So, I mean, that's just something we have to deal with. Don't smite. Bad for you. I've made all the wrong decisions in life. Maybe not all the wrong decisions, but most of the wrong decisions. Oh, I need headshots. Okay. That's a little thing. I don't know if that will help you master anything or help you achieve mastery points, but that affinity does come in handy. I do like to do it if I can, especially if I have that conversion build going on, because I think that 5,000 XP will go towards that. Ooh, that Oxy. Should have brought my X-Cal. I think this would have been a little more fun. Eat that Slash. Slash is cool because you can chunk enemies. It is very, very handy when you're playing Necros because he's a farm frame that relies on Slash procs heavily to get that bonus loot that we all want, being a loot grinder and all. And so if you see somebody get chunked into 2 pieces, I get excited when I see it. It looks cool. It's a great effect. Look at that. 2 body parts with a bullet. I am running corrosive on this weapon. I run a lot of corrosive. The only time I do not run corrosive, I believe, is when I'm fighting Eidolon, because he's weak to radiation unless I fight him, and then I strip his arm when he's weak against electric. I like fighting the Corpus because you can knock their helmets off. Bam. You got no helmet. I hit you once? Nope. And see? Cryopod's in great shape. Alright. Go. Nullifiers are big. They will destroy your powers. If you have the power on, you might be able to walk into their bubble and hit them with on, like if I was running with my speed, it would automatically shut off. Your certain powers can go right through it though. Like if you're running Excalibur with your Exalted Blade, the Exalted Blade will shoot through it and kill them. But again, if you walk into the Nullifier bubble, it will be shut off. And I hate Nullifiers because I'm a Naros player. I don't want to say I'm in the Naros main because I don't run him for everything, but I do run him anytime I'm concerned about surviving or anything like that. Because the Naros is next to impossible to kill. Mine, I've seen the Naros build up to 6,000 hit points, but I don't need that many because my armor is like 1,000, and that's a lot. Armor is effectively damage resistance in Warframe. I'm not going to do this for 10 waves. I'm going to pretend I did it for 10 waves. And we move to the next node. You're not going to get anything good for this.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Oh, but I got the convergence orb. Oh man. Oh man. What I get? Poop. Not a fan of Bronco. We'll go 10. We'll go 10. But we're gonna play without because no, you need the ducats. You should always play with one if you have a relic, because you can always trade those parts for ducats at the Void Trader. We will go to the relay a little later on when it becomes a little more relevant. I'm going to give you a nice tour of the relay if you have not had one already. It is handy because Warframe doesn't have any tutorials. And once this gets uploaded to YouTube, or if you are watching, you can always ask and I will tell you anything I can. The wiki is your friend. I just bust out your cell phone or whatever and hit Warframe and whatever you want to know about. If you're trying to find Cephalon fragments or whatever. I don't know if the Somacord tones count. They should, but they probably don't because they're technically not. And that's just codex information. Some of it's more interesting than others. The Cephalon fragments are of particular interest because you get to find out about Ortis, who's my favorite character in Warframe. Ortis is your ship's AI. He is, you'll see that my Lotus is purple. If you're just playing Warframe for the first time, or if you're really early into Warframe, you will probably be wondering, why does his Lotus look weird? Well, spoilers, a thing happens and the Lotus disappears for a while. So Ortis is like, oh, operator, you must have really missed the Lotus. And since he doesn't actually ask you, you can't say, no, Ortis, I don't miss the Lotus at all. I only miss her gifts. Her gifts are awesome. Gifts of the Lotus will pop up after dev streams, which is when the developers, VE, tell everybody, hey, this is what we're working on. This game is a work in progress. It is constantly being updated. And if you don't like the system, just wait. Maybe they'll get rid of it. You never know. Maybe the Warframe you like playing will get a cooler passive than 1,000 bonus damage on your next attack. Or probably not. I should run gas for this. You guys will all be dead already. I just run corrosive because I hate enemies with armor. Because that reduces the amount of damage you get. You guys are all dead now. What? Those guys are all dead now. Where'd your friend go? Alright. I do have a couple of arcanes as well. I do not have as many as some people, because I'm not crazy about fighting the Eidolon. I do like fighting the Eidolon because he is awesome to fight. Materialist, at least. The Eidolon capture mission is not my favorite. I don't like the Dauntless. I hate Hydralist. He's too fast. He's such an energy drain on my Bolt because I have to throw down 1,000,000,001 shields. But my Vectis does pretty well against those guys because I can strip armor. And then they're weak to the lightning, which my shield grants innately, and my Vectis is modded for, which is awesome. I like modding for electric damage. It's good crowd control. I mean, some prefer blast, but I like lightning, you know. Mostly for the Bolt. And robots are weak against it when they have no armor. Their shields, they are not weak against it. They're weak to blast and magnetic. Ooh, Harrow Chassis. You will get a lot of those. Harrow Chassis is a very common part. Harrow is a very awesome Warframe. Kind of a late game for the farming aspect of him. I believe he is mastery, I want to say 5 to 8 locked. Like, Unless you're mastery level 5 to 8, you will not be able to unlock him. Or the quest to unlock him, I should say. But he is really cool. He is the uber shielded Warframe. And he's got some really good utilities. He is good for the Eidolon fight, because he can make you invincible. It's always handy. And he can increase your crit damage, which again, on a fight where all you do is crit, is very handy. Which is the thing that I'm not even saying this about that. I like that I crit all of the Eidolon. He's only got those weak spots, and you do have to shoot them, so giving us crit weapons is helpful, especially when he's got his 500,000 hit points or whatever. Not a very good shot, so we can get this pulled out. Wow, I'm a really bad shot today. There we go. I don't need to be a good shot. Yeah, somebody's really digging this. I'm really happy about that. I think I know who it is, though. Final wave. And then we'll be able to proceed to the next node. This is an endless mission type, so you can actually go for as long as you want. You will not see a lot of people running these low-level ones for very long because it's not very beneficial to do so. You don't get a lot of affinity. Being a lift fissure like this, you will only be able to unlock lift relics, which, in my opinion, are pretty much only good for like grinding out ducats and void traces. Void traces, we'll get to that later today. Because they're technically not unlocked yet if I was playing over. Because I wasn't about to start over, I've spent too much money and time not doing it. Got a lot of hours in this game. Pretty much all I played for the last couple of years. A little bit of not just, yeah, just cause. That was the other game I played. It's not as fun as Warframe. Like, it's cool having a wingsuit, but I can always fly in Warframe. With my bullet gun. And my arc gun. It's over. It's over. There we go. And this should be our last dude. There we go. Yes, I know so.
Extraction
I
is
knew
ready,
it was you.
unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I figured you would be monitoring the broadcast. But that's fine. It's good stuff. Oh man, Bursting Prime Receiver, heck yeah, loving it. And now we're done. Because that's a junction thing. 10 waves, done. The rescue mission will be really easy too, especially with Vault, because we'll just breeze through it real quick like. Loading. Alright. Wow. I don't know why Vault keeps going invisible like that. Don't need any of that. Don't even know why I looked. So what do we need? We completed Linea, or Tresia. So next is Linea. We'll just go there. Knock it out. And no fear. It won't be that hard. It's only like level 20. Do not recommend all nightmare missions because if you're not prepared, they will chew you out. They are basically the hard mode for the game, since there's no difficulty setting. So I don't know what vampire mode is. I think that means I'm going to be constantly losing health, but if I kill an enemy, I will regenerate my full hit points. Yeah, I'm losing health.
Our intel suggests that
Yeah,
a person of
this is what I
interest is in the
expected.
vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
Heard that, Lotus. And so we run, and like the low gravity mode, I kind of want to play that with Zephyr. I think this will be really fun with Zephyr because she already has low gravity, that's her passive. All Warframes have passives, some are cooler than others. And I like low gravity. I always played Halo with low gravity. Thought it was really fun. A lot of my friends did not care for it, but I liked it because now I'm flying. I always thought the first person games I ever really played were flight simulators in first person mode, or like from the cockpit. So that's why I play inverted, because they're all flight simulators to me, and then just everything else kind of stuck from there. It is beneficial to kill these guys, because the wardens, because you get bonus XP for that. What are you doing, man? Told you guys not to be pushing buttons. This is where I can start showing you guys how to do the thing where you bypass the door. That's always there. You will always be able to do this. I've yet to see the mission where I cannot do that.
Here are the
Oh my gosh!
Search and hunt for the hostage.
Why can I not bullet jump? There we go. Not monitoring you. And while I'm making the intro to this show. Okay. I guess I probably didn't need to read that. Oh, no ciphers. What? Well, it's a good thing I'm at a really low level. Definitely not be doing this again. We'll just run regular ones from here on out. Ooh, what's up, bud? You're probably a better shot than I am.
Subject found. You need to bring
Don't think this door will auto-open. No. If you don't unlock the door, it will not reopen. Or not auto-open for us. So, we bounce through here. Jump through here. Speed run. Man, this is really handy. Now I can just ask all these questions. You can edit it, because nobody else is watching. This part's all boring anyway. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. That will happen sometimes if you run too fast with your Volt. You'll just run into enemies and be like, why am I not running through you? There's a mod for Volt so that you can shock enemies while you run. I do like it. I do not like it on Corpus spaceships because you can blow out their windows. And your shock, if you did not mod properly, will do that. I have many a time been suffocated from that happening. But you won't instantly die, but it'll start draining your shields and eventually your health. Oh yeah, Stream Lynchform, that's a good mod right there. That whole straight comes in handy. And then the sliding friction will make your sliding ability more useful. And that's an Exilus mod. You can tell because the little thingy on the top next to your, next to the thing. We'll get to modding. We'll get there. We'll get there. Again, you can always leave comments and stuff. I will check. I am subscribed to the YouTube channel that this will be put on, so I don't know why I'm back here. I do this all the time. A lot of times I come back to check on stuff. Actually, we're going to the Foundry real quick. To the Foundry! What do we got? I need that. I need that. Need that. These I need to keep building. Because when I need these again, I'm doing that non-stop. I'll probably stream that too. Those will be pub squads if you want to play with me. Just send an invite or something and we will do it. I'm okay at that. Should I be switching up my frames so you can like show off the stuff that I'll actually be using? I don't know. Anyway, we can go interception or invasion. Ooh, what is this? Spy. We're gonna do interception. or capture. We're gonna do the regular capture. Capture is really, 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 really easy to Volt because you just speed run past everything, hit it with, you cut them down, and then you run away. I like capture missions. I actually prefer capture for my relic cracking because it can be done exceptionally quickly. The only mission I can knock out faster than that is a forward assassination.
You are here on a mission. You must find,
This guy's
capture,
not
and
even that far
extract our
away.
target.
Man, I wish I could run this fast. Even as fast as the Warframes regularly run would be awesome. You can cover kilometers
You
very
found a target.
quickly.
Capture them quickly
What?
before they escape.
He's not going anywhere. He's already dead. Well, he's not dead. He's got no helmet.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Discharge. That's funny. Alright. A little over a kilometer away. Be there in a moment. Again, Volt is ideal for these. You can pick him up from your dojo. If you have a dojo. If you do not have a dojo, I recommend joining a clan because it's very helpful to do so. You should probably join a better clan than mine because I don't have the Ignis Wraith blueprint, but I do have the regular Ignis. But you can always join other clans to get those things. And they might bring it back later, who knows. I'd like to think they will. Flamethrowers are cool. It's not as cool as my chain lightning gun, but it's cool. So, burning through, running, and jump, and jump. Actually, since my buddy's making the intro, this is horrible writing. I'm gonna try to give you a dancing little person. Have to do that on the spaceship. Oh, quit breathing at me. Stop. Good girl. Good girl. Alright. You won't be able to join a syndicate until you're mastery level 2 or 3. If you get that booster pack I was telling you all about, you can start building up your mastery a little faster because you'll get a double XP booster. And I mean, the sooner you get done with that, the sooner you can do all the cool stuff. This is my kitty. His name's Bender. He's named after a kitty I used to have. Oh, of course it's gonna look terrible and not work right. We'll try again. We'll try again. The dogs are usually substantially better with this. There we go. Pet the kitty. Meow. Oh, kitty. Get the kitty. Yeah, that thing definitely should not be able to purr. Alright. So, no, I don't need that. So we did this one. So now we'll head to Aphrodite for the mobile defense. Mobile defense is another really good mission type. I thoroughly enjoy it. It is one of the easier mission types to burn through. Oh, we got another viewer. What's up, other viewer? I'm doing some Warframe Let's Play action. I hope you enjoy it. Smacking down some corpus.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations.
Since you did just start watching, I am trying to do a Let's Play as if I had started the game with a Volt Prime.
I can't do this.
I guess a Brayton Prime, and AKX Prime, and all that stuff. Aclex Prime is actually one of the coolest Prime weapons in the game because you do not have to,
Terminal spotted.
like, you get all those relics from the Void Trader, which is really neat. I'm gonna do this. Never use my
I'm
shields.
in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
They're very niche. See, shock's where it's at. Such a good power, especially early on. Look at all those guys. Oh man, all of them. What's up, guys? Why are you laying there?
Continue to defend.
What are you doing? Hey guy. What's up? I love chain lightning. Why do I not do this more often? Oh, that's right, because the damage fall off is crazy. What's this? Give me some energy. Yeah, I'll take affinity. I'm cool with that. I think you can hit up to 6 people with that. 5.
We are finished.
Well,
here.
that's Link, so that's
Move
6.
on.
It'll chain up
This
to...
will only get more difficult.
Man,
To a
I
terminal
really need to learn to
and
aim.
prepare for enemy resistance.
Volt's excellent for these missions. Aw, he left. Not very good streamer. I'm working on it. It's my first time. I'm not overly concerned. So, oh jeez. Oh jeez. Help if I knew where I'm going.
Let's go on the offensive.
We've got robots inbound.
Rolling is awesome. I can do a backflip. My Tenno can't do that.
Here is a
But,
terminal.
because
Get
I
me in
have
and get
him,
ready to defend.
should I? Hi.
I'm
I'm
in,
Tenno.
Tenno. This will take a moment.
That is how I always look. I do not change my Tenno appearance ever. Because, you know, when you look that good, do you need to change your outfit? I need new pants. I don't like the pants. The pants are not attractive at all. In the slightest.
Still working on it. Continue to
But there are the
defend.
base pants. I can take off my pants. Kind of. They'll just be boringer. More boring. Oh yeah, give me that endo. The good stuff right there. I'm so glad we have the endo system now as opposed to the core system. Because that was boring and terrible and I did not like having to farm cores.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
And I would much rather have just a bunch of endo. Easy peasy, easy peasy. I like peas. They're tasty. There's some butter on those bad boys. Oh yeah.
Location switched.
Bam.
Drop me in and defend our position.
Well, tell me what to do, Otis.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Bam. Oh, miss. Didn't even miss. He's the wrong power. That's the downside of my control scheme. Sometimes the powers aren't the right ones. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
And also I use my D-pad for some of my powers. Whichever my last used power was, that's a D-pad thing. Oh, no energy. There we go.
The odds were against us, Tenno. But we
Done,
did
heck
it.
yeah.
Mission
Bye.
complete.
Ooh, I'll take Affinity. Affinity's essentially XP. Warframe's cool because they'll just drop you XP, they don't care. I mean, they do. But they don't.
That was a close one.
Any game where you can just get XP dropped to you is a cool game to me. Oh, yeah, look at that. 100% damage dealt. Oh, yeah. It'll always say that if you took damage at all. Doo-doo-doo. I need some candy. Alright. So now, did Aphrodite, so we could go to Mercury Junction. Wait. Yeah, I did Linnea, did Tessa, just gotta kill the Jackal. This boss is a puzzle boss. Most of the bosses in Warframe are puzzles in some fashion. I think the only one now that is not a puzzle is the Sergeant. And DE, please never fix that. We all love making fun of the Sergeant for being the worst boss in the game. Because he's pathetic. A lot of times I'll run him in the sortie, and he will be dead before I get there. Or if I'm running it with a friend, he will be like, where'd the boss go? Why am I going to extraction now? Well, because the Jackal, or not the Jackal, but the Sergeant is a joke.
Aboard this vessel and destroy it.
Jackal's pretty bad too. These are the windows. You can break those. The enemy will also break them. But you can scan them too. Which is another thing we will get to. Puppy. To the boss. Almost there. Almost there. Running.
The Jackal. This is the same deadly quad robot which has
he is not deadly. The Jackal is a joke. Oh, maybe the Stalker will be mad at me for this. Okay, do not take these elevators. This is a good opportunity to learn how to wall run. And that's how you do it. And in fact, that was a waste of time too.
Do not dismiss Jackal as just another.
Could have just flown across there,
this
like a balls.
Unlike any enemy you have faced.
Like a balls.
The assassination targets. Wipe them out.
That's all there is to the Jackal. Shoot his legs, he'll fall down. Shoot him in the face, and he will stop moving entirely.
They won't even target down. Assassination
Done.
Contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
No chassis. It's actually pronounced chassis. If you say chassis, you sound ignorant. Don't say that. That's how you spell chassis. I know it's weird. But hey man, core has a P and an S in it. Doesn't make sense. Well, depending on your spelling of core. Man. I know. Actions have consequences.
Unread inbox messages make me ill.
Well, I deleted it. Ortis makes me ill too. So did all this stuff. Except for the Xmas enemies, because I've killed Xmas enemies. Boltor's a great weapon if you've not used Boltor yet. It's amazing. It is a projectile weapon as opposed to a hit scan weapon. Hit scan weapons don't actually fire bullets. Your reticle is your weapon. You just point and they die. Oh, Volt Spectre. What's up, buddy? Oh, one shot of him. That's all there is to it. He's dead. Actually, I'm gonna wave here. It'll look good. Huh, gangster style. Man, I should be running my other Volt that looks good. I don't want this Volt to be the intro Volt. It's a loser. I think I'm actually going to leave this place and we'll start running our missions from the dojo if we can. Alright. Because the dojo update came out. It's really cool because on PC they'll come out with like 2 or 3 updates and some hot fixes. And then we'll get them all on console all at once. I'm gonna fly over to the dojo. This is my dojo. Me and my best friend Arthur built it together. Captain No Fakis. It's not actually pronounced Fakis. It's Fox, like Guy Fawkes, who you may recognize from V for Vendetta as the Mask. Whoa, that's a thing. Equipment arsenal. I just jumped 3 floors at once like a boss. I had to move that too because that was over here. No, it's there. I'm pretty sure the dojo is by Mars. Or it's like a little past Mars. So that's definitely Mars. It's got a moon. It's not Jupiter. I can't see Olympus. Or an ice cap though, so can't be entirely sure. It could be in a weird spot. And I don't know why the asteroid belt is so blatantly visible and going around the dojo like it is. It's kind of strange. I like it, but it's weird. I just like to think the dojo has a ring. So I'm gonna start launching all these missions from here. Oh, I can become an operator here now. Sweet. Oh, that still doesn't work right. We'll get there. Heck yeah. I love my operator mode. Alright, so here we are. Here we are. So we did Mercury Junction, so to Mercury. I guess we could be around Vietnam. It does look a little more like Mercury. What's Mars look like on our screen? Definitely have a visible ice cap. They did really good on a lot of these planets. Maybe it's Ceres. Ceres is it's actually the largest object that we know of in our first asteroid belt. I'm a big science nerd, so I know all that stuff. So there's not actually a junction on Mercury. The main reason you come to Mercury is to get to Susi, which is a spy mission. If you can get taxied there, I do recommend it. And the reason we have to go to Susi is so that we can do the Mars junction. I don't think I can repeat the Once Awake quest. I've definitely killed 1 million Grenier enemies on Earth and got all the rubido. And we'll just come back here in a little bit. Because we already did Mantle. We'll have to go through Cetus and the plains. Oh gosh darn it, I missed the Eidolon hunt. And we'll go through Eurasia. None of this is really important yet on this side. Everest is cool because that's your excavation on Earth, and it's real easy. It's fun. I like excavation missions. But we'll grind on through to Susi. I don't know if it unlocks M Prime and Pantheon. We're just gonna do Pantheon because it's there and it's on the way to Susi, which is the one we want to do. That's a relay that was destroyed. I don't know if you saw it or if I clicked away too quickly. That's from when I first played Warframe a few years ago on Xbox. When the Fomorians showed up, they were destroying relays. We lost on Xbox. They lost their Saturn relay and some other relay. But on Xbox or on PlayStation, our remaining relays are the Earth relay, the Saturn relay, and the Eris relay. And Eris is just another dwarf planet in, oh, I gotta kill all these guys. In, the Kuiper belt. Why it is called the Kuiper relay. Oh my gosh, I need to learn to aim. That's why I use fully auto. You don't have to aim, just kind of spray and pray. Well, there's no praying at this level, it's just spray. Alright. Again, we're not going to worry about the alarms because it's low level. If you are taking too much damage early on because you don't have like all the mods that I have and all the damage mods that I use, you can shut them off. This is still the really easy ones, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're still on the 3s, yeah. And you just shut it off. But I like alarms, they're fun. It's actually how you farm your parts for Ash, is you let the alarms go off and the Grenier Berserker, no, not Berserkers, I forget what they're called, the Manics, they'll show up. And the Maniacs will, they're Maniacs, I don't like them. They can insta-kill you very easily. Because they can sneak attack you, kind of like we do to all of the enemies in the game. Music unlocked. In-game music. I don't know if that would get cut if I activated it on my ship. I'm okay with not playing it. And again, we're hanging out in the dojo now, so it doesn't even matter. Quit doing that. That's like the Ash ability. That's like Ash's teleport. Loki has a switch teleport that is excessively useful because you can switch with basically anything in the game. Like, you can throw down your decoy and switch with that. You can switch with enemies, they'll be stunned. You can switch with allies, which is really funny to do because they get confused. Loki's very fast though, so it could come in here and just run backwards through everything and then switch with your allies. Watch the minimap if you do that. So buddy. Bam. Almost done. Got this nice AoE going on. Almost done. Ain't got no time. Oh, sucker. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Man, not very impressive stuff though, I'll tell you. All these roll-up ones getting one-shotted like they're real people. But I think that's kind of cool, because you gotta consider your Warframe is like this robot surrogate thing, and I think they should be a little tankier than enemies in the game, because they are robots. Where'd you go? I think with all this aiming I'm doing, I'd be able to hit guys. Oh no, not putting me in lockdown. Third burglar. Stealing all the turds. Alright, oh, we're already done. Already done? Okay. I'm okay with that. Alright. So we're just heading to Punk. I normally run the greatsword with my Volt because it's awesome. Actually, I should probably go back to my ship and see what the mastery requirement on that is. Because then I can switch over to the Galatine with the skin and pretend it's not Galatine Prime. Though it is. Alright. Vitality is one of the most important mods. I recommend taking that over any of the shield mods or Vigor, which will give you a little bit of health and a little bit of shields. Because having 900 health is really useful anytime you get hit with a poison proc. Why am I here? This isn't even the spawn room for the dojo. I'm really confused. Is it? No. This is the second floor. Right, we'll teleport. Because the game did not seem to like it whenever I did it the other way. Jumped up 3 floors. So, Caloris? Yeah. Rescue. I'm not a fan of rescue missions, really. There are only a couple of mission types I really don't like running. Rescue is one of them, and the only reason I really don't like running them is because of the sortie, which is basically the only in-game outside of Eidolon hunting, since they cut trials earlier this year. It was February 28th on PC, and I don't know what the exact date was on console because I didn't run them. I have the award for running them. That's the thing on my left arm there. Oh my god.
You've been seen.
And where are we going? Where are we going?
There's no telling what the captors are doing to our rescue target.
Right.
You need to find the
There we
holding
go.
cell immediately.
That happens sometimes. The map marker doesn't always want to tell you where you're going when you're going really quickly. But you kind of get a feel for the levels eventually. And, dude, I'm Morphix. I don't know what Morphix is. I know what ferrite is. But the Morphix is kind of weird. I think it's not plastics. We have polymer bundles and plastids. I don't know what plastids are either. I know polymer bundles are plastic though. They're like plastic rods. And then your foundry just melts it down to make you all sorts of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's randomly made out of plastic in this game. You'd be surprised how many of your guns are made out of plastic.
You are approaching
It's
the
very
holding area.
unsafe.
Careful. If the wardens
Okay.
detect you, they will surely initiate the execution.
Another thing I don't like about Grenier missions is I don't know all the shortcuts. I know where some of the shortcuts are, but I don't know how to use all of them. So I missed that one. Get out of my way. There we go. I found it. Yay! Wow, I completely missed those. That was really bad.
I thought I was gonna die.
What's up, dude?
Thank you.
Found you the first time. Here, take my pistols. You need them more than I do. Unlock the door already. I gotta. There we go. Jump out this way. Running in. What's up, buddy? Alright, this way. These doors are sometimes confusing because they look like walls, but they are not. I like these environments because there is a lot of destructible elements to them. I do not like this part because if you don't have that and you're a squishy frame, you're gonna die. Look at him riding on the cart. Silly. Oh gosh, why would you trick me like that, video game? Well, our AI for the thing isn't always that accurate. Oh, we got another console to hack. That's okay. I'm not upset. There's nobody in this room. It's okay. It's okay. Bam. And now we're basically... What? Okay, now we're there. Nope, aim up a little, because... Yeah. That's the thing you can do. It's always that middle one. On, I believe, every tile set. Some of the infested ones will be a little wonky. And you will actually leave, like, the arrow will point you to a different, like, landing craft platform than that. But generally you can leave your sigil there and people will be like, oh, look, it's that guy. Why do I spawn in a random room every time? It's confusing. I don't like it. Ooh. Since we're at the dojo, I'm going to show you the secret hall. So I like the secret hallway. It cracks me up. Because it's got the pukey bush. This is the secret hall in the pukey bush. And it is the pukey bush because I can do this. And he throws up in it. It's funny. I thought it was funny. Me and the other guy that built the dojo thought it was really funny. And we got our upside down waterfall. What is that? Oh, I think that's just the bottom of the thingy. I actually need to talk to my other dojo crafter, and we need to, that's gotta be the bottom. And they just came out with a whole bunch of new stuff you can do in the dojo, like launcher missions from the dojo, a lot of new decorations. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff on stream because decorating's boring. I don't even like doing it. I want somebody else to do it for me. Ooh, I don't know what death detonation mode is, but it's capture. We'll do it anyway. No fear. Capture's fast. I like capture. With my Volt. My clan's so empty. I've only got like 4 clan mates. We have 1 open invite. I do have the smallest clan. If you do build your own clan, do not expand your clan because it increases all of your clan building costs by the number of people that your clan capacity goes up by. So like with a ghost clan you have a capacity of 10, and then the next level up will take it times 3, so all of your, so you'll have like a clan size maximum of 30. And if you do that, all of your resource costs go up 3 times. Which is not fun when you're trying to build that, or trying to research the hammer. Which is definitely the worst ever. I hate that weapon. Didn't like the weapon, but again, it's burst fire. A lot of people do, because it can regenerate your health. But, what the heck? I've never seen this tile. This is new. This is new. It's gotta be new. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is new. Wow, that's cool. This fits the low gravity mode. I wonder if I can arc wing here. No. Oh, of course there's an invisible wall. Oh, sweet. I bet there's like collectibles out here. Oh man. Let's check. Anybody see any glowies? I only see glowies I've already got. Okay. That was cool. Now I kind of want to explore. I'm going to explore. Yeah, I've never seen this room either. Yeah, go Warframe. Year and a half. Never seen this room. That's like taking, or this one. These are like Cuba Fortress things. This is really neat. I like that. Thank you, Digital Extremes, for hooking it up with the cool stuff. It's always nice when you find something you've never seen before. Alright. And we're done. Captured that food egg. Oh yeah, got that blaze. That's the best shotgun mod there is. Cause it's dual stat and heat. And heat's an awesome status because your enemies will become stunned. It's almost as good as a blind, or can be. Has the potential to be as good as a blind. Yeah, I like it. This credit reward's pretty bunk. Not a fan. This is my barracks. It's probably the most boring room in the dojo. Can't wait to use this thing again. They really need to work on the collision for this. There's no collision detection. Alright. Alright, I already did that. Alright, so now we're to Susie. Oh, you're not gonna let me speed change my loadout here? What the heck? That's fine. That's fine. Go to the holy poop. Definitely is not short for holy poop, by the way. They censored my loadout. No profanity. This is a game for all ages. Evidently. Oh yeah. I wanna cheese some Iatan sculptures this week too. I recently came up with a new way to do that. Or I didn't come up with it, I saw it or heard about it. I haven't actually watched it because that's the point. It is Mercury that we're hanging out by. This is Mercury. Where are all these asteroids?
The Grenier used to be builders, but now all they make is war.
Maybe I should use different Warframes for all these missions. Make a much more interesting intro. You should definitely use I'm Electric if you can for the intro music. Because I heard that one time on Spotify and became an immediate fan. It's a great song. And I think it really speaks to Warframe. That guy is a lot of things. And then Warframe, I'm a lot of things. Ooh, don't like this one. But it's okay. It's not the infested one. So it's not so bad. And again, Avara, you bypass all the defenses. Yeah, I think we're gonna, when we get done with old Susie here, we'll just start using different Warframes for various missions. Show the dynamics of the game. Oh yeah, give me that unidentified nonsense. Oh, you got Navarre. Oh yeah, what's up, Stalker? I know that's you. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. I'm actually not prepared to fight you at all. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna hide in this room. I wonder if I can use my exalted weapon on him.
They spotted you.
Where'd you go? There you are. I got your bow. Get good, stalker. Oh, I killed you with a Vara. Get good. My deeds do go unpunished. You're a pansy. Alright. Oh, transference static. Oh no. We are going to drop the health pizza. We just call them pizzas. If anybody ever says they're down to pizza, that's what they mean. Health restores, energy restores, shield restore. Don't build the shield ones. Those are stupid. Your shield regenerate over time. If you need that, you are definitely in a lot more trouble than, like, if you need shield restores, needing a shield restore is the least of your problems. I think I like this room. This one's funny with Havar because you just cheese it. Oh yeah, this is the best one. Oh no, how am I going to get past all these things that can't touch me? Oh look, it's that guy I fought. It's really weird that he's here considering he is a Corpus enemy. You can actually fight that thing. If you mess up this room or something, they'll drop him down and you get to fight him. It's not very tough. He is a hyena. Possibly a Zanuka. The Corpus have like 3 things that look exactly like that. It's not as big as the Jackal. Looks about hyena sized. Maybe Zanuka sized. I don't know. I don't think Zanuka is that tall. What? Is there another side passage? Oh, that's how I get in without. Cool. Learn something new all the time. Man, I'm learning all sorts of new things today. Man, I should do this more often. Do 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 do. I'm gonna show Alex all that stuff. He likes running his Ash. Ash is a pretty good stealth frame. Only Warframes I will not be able to show off for you guys is the Warframes of Saren, Wukong, and Neza. And Zephyr. I don't have a Zephyr right now, because I don't like Zephyr. Regular Zephyr. I haven't played her since her rework. She might be awesome now. I don't know. I really want her for my Dread, because she will further increase my amazing flight speed. And after this, we'll be able to go to Mars. Woo! That's how you speed do that, by the way. If you ever run into this room, you can run up all these sides and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that for a long time. But if you are playing with other people, you really want to show off. That's how you do it. Just make sure you wait to double jump until after your bullet jump is finished. Otherwise you're just wasting some of your time. Can't believe I slid the stalker like that. That was really good. I'm proud of that. Be careful shooting those guys. If you cannot one-shot them, they will set off an alarm. Be careful with your Avara to only roll, because if you slide, she will unstealth, which you do not want. And it is easy to mess up your slide into a roll, at least on PlayStation. I don't know if the controls are the same on Xbox. I know they're different on PC. I would have different buttons for everything if I was on PC.
Data extracted. They won't
Yay.
even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Anything really fast in the bar is going to unstealth you. And then when you're dropping back down, just fall. It's okay. Again, save your double jump. You only get one per jump. I don't think there's a way to increase that. You know what? We're going to show off the Artemis bow because I can. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll need to charge that. Just pop it. If you charge her bow, it will turn sideways. Which is pointless. Takes 2. And this is good for crits. It's only good for single targets, but shooting more than one person with a bow, you're probably shooting your bow wrong. Because, you know, that's not how bows work. Or this bow is actually not as impressive as it could be, because I no longer mod for it, because I just use a regular bow. My Dread bow is better. He's got that amazing flight speed. This looks really close to hit scan. We're gonna find out. Nah, that's definitely travel time. My bow charges in a quarter second, which is awesome. So yeah, that was Susie. What? You wanna go outside? Sorry, streamers. I'm talking to the dogs. Y'all wanna go outside? Go outside, go potty. No, don't bite her. She's your puppy. We got full generations of dogs. My dog's purebred mutt. Very rare. How do you get a purebred mutt, you say? Well, if you have to ask, you clearly don't understand dog breeding. Alright, so what do we gotta do to go to Mars? Oh, we got to go to the plains, which means I have to do something on the plains. So we're going to switch up frames, and my Excalibur on it. No, we got a Ninja. Because again, this is all basically starter equipment. And again, I got most of the Warframes. And we'll use something that I could have definitely acquired by now. Oh, the bosses is how you get your most of your Warframes. You don't actually get... I think Vor on Mercury now drops Excalibur parts, but I'm not 100%. This is Spawn. This is my Spawn Excalibur. It looks exactly like Spawn, basically. Except he has a sword. You can't tell me he doesn't look exactly like... Ooh, you know what he needs? He needs green energy because... Oh, no, because that'll ruin my mod setup. Oh yeah, I'm good. It's basically Spawn. Everybody did this when the skin came out. Doesn't mean it's any less cool. So now that we're headed back, we already went through all this, and to get to the Mars junction, we'll have to go through the plains of Eidolon. First things first, we go to Cetus. There is a cutscene here. I don't think, even if this were my first time, I would be able to broadcast the cutscene. I don't know. You can turn it. Oh, well then I can't see your comments. Oh, can you see all that on the side? No. Oh, that is substantially better. Oh yeah, that's what I'm sizzling. Wow, this field of view still seems really close. I don't know how field of view actually works. I think the smaller it is, the less you or the more you see, but I don't know. We're gonna play with it. Oh yeah, that's definitely worse. Options. Crank that all the way back up. Alright. Oh yeah, that's much better. This is Cetus. This is what got people to play Warframe. This is, again, this was one of their biggest things. Venus should be any time now. Really excited about Venus. Really excited about Venus. And hopefully we get modular guns on Venus. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, I really janky. Alright. Did not know the screen was cut down for you guys. Hope that is better. There we go. There we go. Tell me that's not Spawn. So good. You have to have the proto helmet or you're not really Spawn. Oh, what's up? This guy really runs the show. I totally agree with, there's another Warframe guy called Xenogellion. You should check him out on YouTube. The Warframe community is awesome. You should check them all out. But Xenogellion is positive. McCock here runs the show. And I totally agree with him because, like, he's watching the weapons stand. And this is the guy that gives you all the operational supply stuff when, oh, what's it called? When Plague Star comes. And Plague Star is really cool. I'll be running that forever. None of this really matters to me. These are all cool things. I'm just gonna run the low tier one because I don't care. Well, maybe I do care. No, I don't. I just want to get it over with because we're burning through stuff. We're doing the star chart. Got through 3 planets today. I feel good about that.
in. The Quills would like this relic back.
That's a little
I would like
close.
to keep the
Man,
Quills happy.
love that cape.
Oblige?
So sexy. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Spawn. Gosh. Can't remember that guy's name now. Todd McFarlane, eat your heart out. That's it. Yeah. So scary. This is actually a pretty good skin. There's a lot of dynamic stuff going on here. It's very, very pretty. Also, not going to use my Arcwing in this, because I don't know. I just want to show off like that. I do have all the Arcwings. I'm really excited about the next primed Arcwing if that ever happens. Not that I'm asking for it. Please don't give me another primed Arcwing. It is not a used enough system to require such a thing. Man. Can I go fishing? Is that allowed? I'm sure people would love to watch me fish all day. I don't even want to go fishing all day. I hate it. It's one of the worst things in the game.
Nearby. Track them down.
Oh, I think getting all those, all the, Eximus enemies on Earth is substantially easier now that we have to play. Oh, what's up, bro? Where you at? I see you. I see you. Yeah, that was easy. Watch out for that sniper. Use the turret program. Range does matter for the radial blind ability. Oh, darn it. I should have seen if I could capture that with my Tenno. Why are you frozen? What are you doing? That was really fast. Lotus must have smacked him around like the redheaded Grenier stepchild. Not that I promote child violence, that's wrong. Don't hit your kids. Unless they're being bad. And then, you know, if you're bad kids, taking your safety in your own hands. I got smacked as a child. I resent my parents for it. Well, I resent one of my parents for it. But, in retrospect, I think I'm better off for having been slapped around a little bit. Oh, I hate this one. With his shield. It's like a D&D thing. What? Don't jump. I hate when you do that. Alright. This part is going to get kind of hairy. This is also how you unlock the Garrett quest, which I do not think is it might be repeatable. They're doing that in kind of a weird order. We're doing it. I would definitely make sure that the first available quests were the first ones that I made repeatable, but they did not. It's fine. Their video game. I don't care. Alright, we're done with this. Obviously, the Excalibur Warframe is going to have an awesome sword. Can't really armor strip that with my Brayden anymore, because it's not built for status. It's meant to be part of it used to be. Mostly because it's been overshadowed by other weapons that I have since acquired. Excalibur's cool though, because you can block bullets and shoot them back at people. Like a true ninja. Rockin' bullets. Deflecting stuff. Deflection. Haha. Funny. That's a thing. As you get deeper into the community, you find out that DD was really fun to fight quite a bit for delays and stuff. I mean, I should have probably had Excalibur Umber by now. They said I'd have him by April. Yet here I am, running some different Excalibur. Regular Excalibur. Excalibur's cool. The Exalted Blade is a really neat ability. It's got lots of punch through. Means you can go to your enemies and stuff. It's got excellent range. The blade beam is amazing. Your arm will get tired from swinging it too hard. You can slow it down. I think it's part of the combo thing. It does have its own set of combos, completely separate from your regular melee weapon, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Valkyr also does that, and I believe Wukong does, like anybody with an exalted melee weapon, because this is an exalted weapon. If your Warframe has a weapon that magically appears out of nowhere with their space powers, then it is considered an exalted weapon.
Out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data mass, and we'll need that to coincide. They dropped the data
Yeah,
mass.
thank you,
Grab
sir.
it. Good.
Thank
Now
you.
insert
Thank
that
you
data
very
mass
much.
into the console.
Excalibur's really good though, because his exalted
If they destroy
weapon
the console, we'll never get the vault open.
will function when you have to carry around stuff. There are missions where you have to do that. The excavation mission is a good example of this. So you gotta carry those excavator health packs or energy cores. And it's just handy to have a really powerful melee weapon laying in your pocket. I've got the chromatic blade augment, which makes it a status weapon. And status is the current meta for Warframe. I don't think that I really need to have the full status build that I use, because this is a really powerful status weapon, and it will generally kill enemies before Condition Overload can take effect. Condition Overload gives you 60% bonus damage per status effect, and it stacks. Like, the way the damage works is really beneficial to the player for that. Not everything works that way, but this one does, and it's awesome. So if you slide, you can blind people. I don't build parade, so I can't blind a lot of people. Radial Javelin's not very good. This used to be his ultimate ability, so I had to get rid of that, being his ultimate. He used to have super jump, but the super jump was kind of weak. Well, it wasn't weak, it was really cool, but Excalibur looks fat, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's just his basic Excalibur skin, I don't like it. I don't know. I like this skin. It's free. Wow, I'm about to fail. Get good. 2, 1. I got it. And done. That's a basic bounty. They're all like that. Sometimes they go up to 5 parts. All the good rewards require 4 to 5 missions. Most of the time when I'm running with my Warframe buddies, I will run those. That's how you get the really good stuff. Alright. I didn't use my thing. I wasn't gonna. It's the Lake of the Eidolon. Ooh, I really want to go fishing now. Look at that water. Beautiful water textures. You cannot swim. Do not try. You cannot. I know. I can swim. On planets where there are water parts, you will use your Arcling to kind of swim. It's like you're submersible, but not here. Yeah, if you're gonna do anything, DE, let me use my Arcling in the water. Quit killing me when I enter the water. Kinda silly. I'm this amazing, powerful. Ooh, see this wisp? I need that. Those are super rare. People say, oh, you can farm a lot of those, like 3 or 4 per like 2-minute runs. And it's like, yeah, but what is the cost? So I don't like farming Cetus wisps like that. That's why I'm gonna run Plague Star the way I'm gonna run it. I'm just gonna grind the crap out of all that and all the fish resources. Except for the stupid Glapid skull, because you can't do that. You gotta go fish for Glapid. Which is, I believe, the only fish I've never caught. But that's only because I haven't really tried. I'm sure I could catch it. And so yeah, we entered the plains. Oh Jesus. Forgot to change that. Alright. You see this? That'll automatically take us back to the orbiter. I don't think it'll return us to the dojo. But again, I haven't really tried that yet. So we'll see. Cross your fingers for dojo. Dojo, dojo, dojo. Come on. Nope. So what we are going to do is go through and change all of the sigils on all of my Warframes back to Red Veil. Starting with Excalibur. Regalia. Back sigil. Yes. Alright. This is the other Warframe I could have had by now, Rhino. Now that we're going to Mars, we'll run Rhino. This is a deluxe skin. If you get a coupon, you can get this for anywhere from 25 to 75% off. I do recommend waiting on deluxe skins until you have a coupon, because you'll save a bundle of platinum. That's a 150 plat thing. I think they start you with 50 platinum in the game. If you get the starter thing, you will have 150. So you could buy a really cool skin, or you could buy Warframe slots, which are 20 each, 20 platinum each, and then the
see you later.
What? Oh, later. Have a nice day. And so now we're gonna go to Eurasia. Loving Eurasia. I enjoy this place quite a bit. We're gonna go ahead and do the Lith Fissure, because it can. And we'll keep going through various Warframes because, you know, might need to change the intro at some point. Who knows? Got all this broadcast time.
Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this alone.
Don't know if my friend's gonna be playing Warframe today.
Do you have a matching relic?
Oh yeah, I forgot Rhino does that.
Nobody
Rhino's
knows
cool.
you're here.
I like him because he looks like a knight.
You're near a fissure. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Man, that really needs some recoil adjustment.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Might start running some friends only if Alex or Shadow Fox does decide to get on.
Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Iron Skin, down armor.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
As you progress through the star chart, anytime you do have an option to do some fissure missions, I do recommend it. again, the ducats, the void trader, that's how you get a lot of your primed stuff. I think my PlayStation's gonna overheat. It does not sound very happy right now. We'll wipe it off here in a bit. Or at the end of the night, I don't know yet. We'll see.
I need
We'll
access to it.
see.
Find one and patch me in.
I don't like the audio comments. I don't think that's gonna work for me. Can't really hear it. End up having to look anyway. There's a dude here. So is it? Oh, he's up high. I don't know where he's at. Okay. Proceeding. I guess I could run my apprentice build.
Location reached.
So here we are,
And defend our position.
dropping our stuff off.
I'm in, Tenno. This
Well,
will
that's
take
pretty
a
good
moment.
take. He looks cool. Looks really good with the iron skin. I think he looks a little better with like his regular skins on with the iron skin, because this is already really shiny and tight looking. I don't think it comes through as well as it could. Like I can't tell.
Still
don't
working
know.
on it.
Weird.
Continue to defend.
It'll use your oh, what is it, your metally bits. Generally your tertiary slot, or your accent slot will be metally bits, if your Warframe has metally bits. And I like making mine all coppery. I like copper. Mostly because I started doing it with my Volt, and I thought it looked really, really good. So I just started running it with all of them. Originally I'd done a whole bunch for red, white, and blue. And then just whatever the accent is whatever it is. Color palette's kind of pricey if you're not dropping cash on the game. So I mean, you go either way with those. And so,
Terminal spotted. Upload me.
yeah,
Prepare
eat
to
that,
defend.
Kubros.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Shadow Fox might be downloading the new update. He's pretty good. He used to main Excalibur, but now he's really, really into his Ash. Which is cool. I like Ash. Ash is cool friend. Very stealthy. He's had 3 different names. He went from Ninja, I believe is his original name, to Smoke, to Ash, which is what they've just decided to sit on
Finish your
now.
mission and we'll take a look
I don't think
inside.
any other Warframe has gone through
Still
iterations
working
of
on it.
names in-game,
Continue to defend.
but Ash has been there since the beginning with the beta. I don't know if he was always a... he might have had a boss associated with him back in the day. I don't know. I didn't play that long ago. I don't know about the Gravitas dilemma. And I was actually watching Joey Zero's show a couple
Mission complete.
days ago. His show from last week, last Saturday was the show where he talked about how he's not an actual veteran, or he doesn't consider himself a veteran because he hasn't been here since the beginning. But I mean, he does have some veteran talk. And veteran talk is just, oh, you remember this? And it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Since the game changes so often, well, I wouldn't say it changes so often, but since it does have these updates and they do change certain things about the game, there are aspects that newer players will not understand. Such as, like, the fusion cores. Because now we have Endo, which is a far superior system. So now, I believe we should be ready for Mars. I'm gonna go back to the dojo. I just like the dojo. It's very pretty here. Worked really hard on this place. Bought a lot of Forma back in the day. Another thing I don't recommend doing anymore. Let's see, the Shadow Barracks is ready to begin construction. I don't like that. You can find out though. We'll go to the barracks. And it'll be really easy to tell. It'll be here. Nope. Cool. That's good. We even have a Forma in the vault ready for it, which is awesome. Bounce back up here. View the heavens. And now I'm convinced this is Mercury, because this is what it looks like when we go to Mercury. But Mercury does not have a moon, and I don't think you'd be able to see Venus, because it's still pretty far out there. Couldn't tell you exact numbers because I don't know. We're to Mars. We'll switch up again. What else do I like? What else could you have had by now? Nobody really. We're on Nyx because I want to get it out of the way. Actually, Nyx, you're really ugly. We're going to have to default you. Fashion frame is the true end game anyway. I got all these things and I don't use them. This is deluxe skin. That's it. Very knightly. Her deluxe skin. I really like that headpiece. It's cool. Look at that cape. Accents. We got our favorites here. We're gonna go with the copper. We'll just kind of do this in reverse order. This is kind of a weird fashion frame to do. Switch that primary over to our brown. Yeah, I just don't like you, Nyx. I'm not gonna run you, because I don't like you. We'll run Garrett. Because I can. I'm okay with this fashion. Except for that gold. I don't run that gold anymore. Does not blend well with that brown. Make that black. That looks good. Good enough. It's also not my copper anymore. There we go. Have the signed on it to match. Have the attachments to match. Skin. Doesn't really matter. Still a thing you could theoretically have by now. What is going on, Shadow Fox? Alright. Oh, ready for a junction. Actually, what I want to do. Sorry guys, I know this is boring. Give me just a second. Switch this back to Volt. Switch to Bratton. Back to the Amprex. It's got an awesome chain lightning gun. Nothing better. Switch it back up to Spira. Broken Wars back to Galatine. And then we'll switch over to Apprentice, because this is where I usually rank stuff up or focus farm. This is like my throwaway build. That's why it's the second one, because you start with 2. Atarax is awesome. If you get this thing, go for it. It's amazing. Ooh, let's go with Bow Prime, because that's a starter weapon, kind of. But I have not fashioned it, so never mind. Backlex Prime. And the Bratton. Screw you, Nova. Nobody likes you. You're super niche. And then we'll go back down to Gara. Who's terrible. I don't like her. It's not that she's bad. I just don't like her. Oh wait. No, we weren't going to do that because we got a junction. I do recommend using your most powerful Warframe for all junctions, because otherwise you will die. You'll have to redo it. Wait, no. Gara can do this because she's got her thingy. I'll use her powers. She's not a very well built Warframe. Mine's not. Oh! Wow. They really locked the strata relay. We'll complete the Mars junction so that we can go to Mars and I can show you the relay. Give you a quick relay tutorial, because again, let's play. I feel like you should show most of the things. We'll unlock the Arc-Wing for this. I'll do a random low-level Arc-Wing mission so that I can show you how that works. Why aren't you pushing the button? Did the cat kill you already? Nope. That's all there is to it. Get out of the way, Grenier ship, you're gonna get shot. Oh, here. Silly Grenier ship. That's Gara. She's kind of cool. I'll run her for another mission because that wasn't a very good showing of her. And y'all let me forget to change my emblem. But that's on me, I guess. Sorry. Oh, jeez. So much stuff. I believe I can fly back to the dojo. At least I got a teleporter in most of the important rooms in the dojo. I like that everything takes a second to spawn in. I thought they were gonna redo my lights. Oh, they did. It was really dark. This is the park side, that's why the trading kiosk is here. And this side looks like this because this is a desk. This is not a bench. It says it's a bench, but I assure you, this is a desk that I just walked over. To the strata relay. This is a very important place. Once you unlock this, it's very important that you go there as soon as possible. And I will not teleport because I'm going to show it off. Because I mean, AAA title for free. Best landing sequence ever because I would never be able to do that. I wonder how you get in here. That does not look like a window. That's cool. I like the relays. We're gonna run up in here. You cannot aim glide here, which kind of sucks. This is the concourse. That's a rhino statue. The Void Trader will spawn here every 2 weeks. He will be back in 8 days. This is where you sell all those prime parts that you don't need. Like the Bronco Prime Blueprint, the Bursting Prime Receiver, basically everything I found today. Don't need 2 upper limbs. Don't need any of them. But I'm going to take 1 back in case I get a full set. Keep the Ember, Fang, Fragor. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. That's where you sell this stuff. On either side of the concourse are the various... Well, actually... these are where the syndicates are located. Once you hit, I believe it's mastery level 2, you can choose a syndicate. Oh, yeah, 'cause you can't see the back. And a rep. And again, the new Loken will probably be your first syndicate. I do recommend new Loken because the Sanctity Tigris is an amazing gun. You do have to have a pretty high mastery for it. This is where you can play your music if you're Octavia. And you can just sit here if you want, look out at Saturn. Because I guess we're at Saturn, even though I'm pretty sure this is the Earth relay. Parent sequence, these guys are cool enough. They have these things that you can trade in for standing. The standing systems are very big in Warframe. This is the coolest room ever. This is why I joined the Red Veils, this room. Like, these guys have it figured out. Steel Meridian. These guys are allied with the Red Veil. Cephalon Suda. Not doing that ever again. That quest sucks. You can turn in her data cubes there. You can talk to her. Suda's cool. She's alright. You save her life. And then she tries to kill you anyway. This is where you'll see Xenogellion. This is where I met Xenogellion. Not really meet him, but that's where I saw him starting to do his thing. Because that's when I started watching the that channel with his Arbiters of Hexus thing. This is an navigation area. You can also run missions from the Strata Relay after you unlock it. There's an arsenal here. You can do everything here except for build new stuff. This is Conclave. Yeah, nobody goes in there. You can see how empty it is. Nobody does it. But Teshin, come here Teshin. This guy's really cool. I like Teshin. He is in Quest later, and he is really cool. I want his cape. DE, give me a Teshin cape. That's what I want. I think he's Orokin, but I'm not sure. And this is just a cool area. Do you have a capture scene? I feel like you probably have a capture scene.
Suffering and practice.
All these mods are strictly for what? Why do I not have these things? Oh. For Lunaro, nobody plays Lunaro. All these mods are exclusively for PvP, which no one plays. You can equip the armor sets and stuff. But it doesn't really matter, again, because nobody plays it. Which is a real shame, because I think it would be fun. I want that Scientana. I need to start playing this. These are just skins, they're not actual weapons. Oh my gosh. Why am I not doing this? I could get that from my Dragon Nikana. I really want that cape. Displays daily and weekly. That's neat. All these are just skins though. They don't do anything. They're cosmetic. I mean, they do stuff. They look cool. Oh, I didn't know you could get Warframes here. Is it just blueprints that give me the whole frame? Wow. That's neat. So yeah, if you want to get a starter frame, you can do Conclave. And if you want... Oh, I want those. The Lunaris, or the, those will be the last ones I get. Because nobody... Oh, dude, that Opticore skin is tight. Oh, that doesn't matter. I don't use the Thibodeau. I wonder if I can get that on my Axolotl Prime. That looks good. It's very shiny. Some of them looks okay. Yeah. It's Conclave. Teshin's neat. I need to start doing Conclave. I have a friend, we might kind of cheese that, because you can definitely cheat. This is Darvo. You'll eventually have to come here and talk to him, help out Clem. Clem's cool. You can get, I believe, relics for helping him. He's got Darvo deals, but that's only for platinum. It's literally never worth it. Can't go back here. I don't know if they're planning on expanding or not. That might just be the other instances. This place matters. You can practice all of your mastery rank tests here. I recommend practicing mastery tests before taking them, because if you fail, you gotta wait 24 hours to try again. And it goes all the way up to 30, even though this test does not exist. This is the highest level test that actually, this is the highest level test that actually exists, to my knowledge, at present. Man, I really want that glyph though. That'll look good. That one's just really wide. What's the difference? Man, that looks good. Okay. It's just got the wings. Doesn't matter. Not really. This is Samaris. This guy's mean. Nobody likes him. I'm actually going to cancel the synthesis target because I don't like this one.
You must have reasons for abandoning the sanctuary. Ask yourself, are they valid? Yes. I can see you are hungry. Hunter, this target is my I knew we had a shared passion, Hunter.
800 endo is totally worth it. These can be done on their own. That's how you get different codex entries this way, and you can build up a lot of standing for Samaris by scanning all of those for him. And this is where you get the important stuff. The synthesis scanner is far superior to the regular scanner in every way because it works for Samaris. His sigil does nothing. You can take it or leave it, it does not matter. These widgets are incredible, especially the solid battery widget. It effectively gives you infinite scanners. And after that, I recommend either the vector thread or the cross matrix. It doesn't really matter which one. Probably the vector thread because it reduces the scanning time, which means you'll need less kinetic siphon traps. I would pick up at least 100 of those as soon as you have the credits for it. And they're like, oh, in the Similaricum, that's what they're talking about. You have to get that key first. The Simulor is trash. The Helicore is trash. You can get both of those from Suda, and they're better. The Derelict Plaza Scene, I just kind of want it. That's what I'm saving up for. And I believe I am done streaming now, guys. Have a great day.